Salutations and greetings. My name is Margie. You can call me Marge. I'm a Heyoka, wise clown. Some people call this sacred. Ain't that big of a deal. I like to tell stories. I'm a light worker. Light. Light is love. Love is a frequency. It's the highest. It scares some people. That exhilaration, they take it, and then it's scary to them, so they fear it. Then they run away. Then they avoid it at all costs. Then they'll continue to break their own heart over and over and over, just to not experience it. Because it's scary, don't you know? And you know what's more scary, I think? Is if you lost it. So why would you try and get it? Because when you get a taste, it tastes so good and it feels so good. That feeling is misconstrued in a lot of different things. People try to attain that. They chase that dragon. Chase the dragon is a term I heard. I must have been 14, 15 years old, because people have always looked externally for their peace of mind. It can't be found there. It's only in here. In your 7 energy sources, some say 12, depending on your frame of reference. When your energy field is in alignment, you're guided through the universe, given signs, panda, of synchronicity to verify. Oh, go this way, go right, the fork in the road. Every time I say fork in the road, I picture Fozzie Bear, the Muppet movie. I feel like a Muppet most of the time because I grew up with him. Anyway, that must have been a little message for somebody. A synchronicity. See, because I get these knowings from people, these vibrations of frequency from places and been of my knowings and my experiences in life. And so when I come up to other people that have had similar experiences to me in recognition, if they're good experiences, they're joyful and welcome to my tribe. And if they're negative, scary experiences, then it just adds to my collection of knowing of how to seek it out. It's getting really hard. Trolls are not always easy to see. Sometimes they are in a costume of your friends and your family. If people don't want what's in your best interest, they are not for your highest ultimate light. They're trying to take that light from you and make you to a lower vibration. And people that love you don't do that. They want the best for you, not to tell you how scary it is to watch you struggle. Anyway, that must be awful for you. I was reminded yesterday, I don't read the Bible much. I tried to, but it was before I could read. I went through the motions. I think my mind was picking up codes, like how you can read. Because I was like young when I did that. I used to read the phone book all the time too, and then I'd call people and ask them how to pronounce their last name when I ran into trouble and they thought I was being mean. People are always thinking I'm being mean. I just want to know things. Sometimes I'm mean, but only when provoked. Anyway, so yesterday somehow I came across these trumpets, which is another synchronicity. I have one. I have to give it back to the owner. He's in San Francisco. I've had it for 22 years. I blow on it, but the dogs don't like it. Anyway, there are these sounds around the world of these trumpets that happened back in 2012. It's when the Mayan calendar ended. All of these, but people don't realize things don't end. Things are a circle that start all over. So yeah, that clock, that circle, people misconstrue things like the end of times. Well, yeah, it's because time is a man-made construct that isn't real, and it's not even really recognized anyway. When's the last time you went to a doctor? And yeah, they require you to be on time, but they'll get there when they fucking feel like it. Appointments don't mean anymore. It just means society has lost its integral structure. Because there's too many people that think my time is more valuable than yours, and it's that imbalance, and that's what's happening in this world. The fact of, I think it's funny that, I mean, this is a synchronicity. Worlds of fun. I was concepted in 1973. Born in 74. Conception 73. So, people think that there's just one world. There's a world for every perception. We all live in our own world. What our world becomes is contingent on us. I took a path of chasing the dragon for years and years. I did not know what my emotions were from. A lot of times the emotions that we have, they're not ours. It's dissonance from knowing who we are and what people tell us we are. Creates a division in yourself. And with that space grows. You need to put things in it to make yourself complete. Money, property, prestige, the attention of your woman, someone else's woman or man, sex, drugs, alcohol. I've had the fortune of misfortune. I've had most things stripped away. Things that I have left are things that I bought. People think that your previous incarnation is like related to just past life. Yes, it is, and it is valid and has just as much significance in this one, but how many of you have had everything stripped away over and over again in life? The same thing happens in history. Time and time again, the divine God, whatever your higher power you choose to call it, has given us the choice of free will. And every society until now has chosen greed because they're in it to win it, not in it for the collective. It always starts out good, but then somebody at some point feels empty inside, so they need to start taking from somebody else. That's how bureaucracy started, and controlling that paradigm. So, there was a natural course of how this land was supposed to be, that my ancestors were here living natively, minding our own business, and then here comes this freaking dick. All of his, what do they call it, privilege and money and whatever. You had a better idea, and when you pose your ideas onto other people, impose, force them, make them happen, it's bad karma. It's really bad karma, and this karma has been collected for hundreds of years now. And lots of terrible things are happening. It's life. Terrible things happen, but some people have been able to keep enough terrible things away by putting themselves in a higher tax bracket. But they're being brought down to live amongst everyone else who's had their house taken away. And things like that. Empathy is growing because more people are going through. People aren't empathetic unless they've. Usually it's like a activation. Because usually when people aren't met with empathy, I gotta finish up with my original thought. We're always given a chance to make things right. And so these guys came in, took over, said, here's the beer, here's the alcohol, here's the gun, go ahead and we're gonna wipe you out, but, we'll help you, we'll speed up the process too. But you guys go ahead and wipe yourselves out, because alcohol brings you down in the lowest vibration, farthest from love, because You know anyone that acts really rad when they're fucking wasted? And the excuse I was drunk is fucking horseshit. That's you in there. You just came out. Alcohol takes away your spirit. What's the difference between us and the dead? Breath. Alcohol removes oxygen from your blood. Duh! It removes your spirit. I try to put these in terms of people understand. I don't get a lot of watches. That's alright. I'm not in this for... I'm in this to be a messenger pigeon. It's that whole goes around, comes around thing. Anyway, so I picture a land as it was to be intended before people started getting greedy with their water and electricity, which should be free for everyone. But that's a paradigm that's growing. See, in the frequency, there's too many people that are going through shit, and they're becoming really, really empathetic. So they want more better things for other people. And so there's a greater divide between the people that have and the people that have not. More than it's always been there, but now it's like, this is fucking stupid. When there's cities like Flint, Michigan, that have had mud water, and the number of cities across the nation are only growing. And so the people that are getting rich are being impacted. You're going to start getting impacted in a very, very way. And people are going after endorsements and things like that. So it's just, basically, I'm using a lot of words to say freaking karma's coming back around. That's all. And the world is going to be put on a path. It has to. Otherwise, it's going to... Civilization falls when the powers that be says, you guys have fucking... We give you every material to do an A+ project, and you're submitting this D- shit. Then the earth is shook, and the fucking cities burn, and all this stupid shit, this gross, terrible, catastrophic droughts and stuff, and pain and more imposed because people aren't learning. It's not just fucking about you. It's about the collective. Sharing is caring, and if you don't, you get your toys taken away. Ask all the military members that now can't be a man without Viagra. Be the light, be the love, and it's just weird that people have this conception that fucking light workers, spiritual workers, are fucking... Oh, dude, it's about being in balance. Light and dark, we all are both. It's what is more prevalent in your own personal constitution that determines who you are. Yep. If you vibe low, people are gonna see through that shit. When you do a good act of kindness, people know when it's out of love or if it's out of greed. You're just trying to sell your shit. This happens all the time, and it's happening more and more. I'm just an Aries, and I'm very impatient, and I just want to see it happen quicker. So, if anybody's open to any collaborations, love to sit down and talk about some ideas. Make this world a better place. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.